Tonight is the night, or this week is the week, depending on when we will get the results. I live in Wisconsin, where it could take a while. But it is decision time. Will our nation go from the brink? I mean, even people who support Trump know that he's a flawed man, to say the least. I mean, I've been making videos about this election since December of 2015, and about the religious right ever since I was born again in 2008. And I have been under the inclination that Donald Trump is the Antichrist, spoken about in the Bible. And I was one of my few friends who believed that he was going to win the election. But let me tell you how this started. It started in December of 2015. I was feeling very, very sick to my stomach, having esophageal problems, and I almost found it for the first time in a long time. And I realized that the election was making me sick. So I started writing letters to pastors in Iowa, in New Hampshire, and making videos to those states, which you can see. And then in March, I started making videos toward Franklin Graham, pleading with Franklin Graham to disavow Trump. He never did, using his book. You can watch those videos as well. And in the middle of making those videos, I prayed to God, am I on the right path? Am I supposed to be doing this? And that Sunday at church, I go to a Presbyterian church, which you have to understand, there really isn't much of an eschatology in the mainline denominations. But his sermon that Sunday was on God's calling. And this was the scripture. 1:17, Jeremiah 1:17, and this is the key part. Get yourself ready, stand up and say to them wherever I command you, do not be terrified by them, or I will terrify you before them. Today I have made you a fortified city, an iron pillar and a bronze wall, to stand against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, its officials, its priests, and the people of the land. They will fight against you, but will not overcome you, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord. And Jeremiah was just a boy. I am just a guy with a history of anxiety and depression. God uses the weak to humble the strong. And then I had, all that I can say, this was on April 1st, a supernatural experience where I felt a demonic power. And I battled against it. I'm not going to go into details because it involves some of my friends that I don't have permission to, I don't want to share the story online because it affects other people. But when this was over, I went to a church nearby and I opened the Bible to 1 Samuel 3. And that is the calling of Samuel, one of the best prophets and most important prophets in the Bible, the one who crowned King David. And so I started writing more letters, making more videos to states, to newspapers, not really getting any traction. I mean, look at my views. I don't have that many subscribers. I don't have that many views, but I still feel the need to do this. And I'll pick that up later. And then in April, Ted Cruz came to my state. I think it was April 6th in the election. And I felt literally sick. My father's a Republican, and I felt like I had to get up and say something. I didn't, though. I didn't want to embarrass my dad. So I just got up, grabbed my Bible, and walked out with my hand held high, the Bible hand held high, and started reading scripture outside of the Masonic Temple. Franklin Graham came to my state capital that June, and I wanted to speak out, but I didn't. I chickened out. That's one of my deepest regrets. And so I kept praying Is he the Antichrist? And this is my prayer to God. Show me a sign that even me, even like addle-minded me, can understand. And I went to church. This was October 23rd of 2016, and I will show you the picture if I can. Don't know how this will work, so sorry for the jumpiness. It says Trump 666. So, I've been making videos ever since, warning. I've been telling my friends that I think Trump is the Antichrist, and they think I'm screwy, because they think Satan would send someone more charismatic and smarter. But tonight's the night. If Trump loses bigly and concedes, or if this week, if it's close with Pennsylvania, and if he loses, it's proof that I'm not a prophet. But if he wins, if he steals the election, there's still that possibility that he might be the Antichrist. And I mean, if he is, I've come to terms with that. I mean, I might even be persecuted for my faith. But I've come to terms with that as well. I just hate seeing the country I love becoming Babylon. But who knows? Maybe all this will become moot tomorrow. God bless.